What's going on, ShadowBannedITS? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your favorite BOP agent. That's right, it's Sarge Mayhem. So today we're talking about some of the doping and how I had to figure out the scope to basically simulate this 300-yard 22 LR shot with being within 1 MOA. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and roll the beautiful footage. All right, guys, so we're back. So I got to work with it. I had to, if I remember right, yeah, I had to max it out on up, and then inside the reticle, I had to go 16 down, and it was like 1.5 to 2 to the left, and I was finally able to do some of those shots. Okay, so I finally figured it out. If this holds true, because this is supposed to be an emulation, right, and all the data is there. An emulation of basically what ChatGPT, Jarvis.
I am Jarvis.
What they came up with. So we're gonna go off of the paperwork that the little document, then see if it's correct. If it's correct, we'll go ahead and post it, and you guys can use it yourself. So we know that at least on this emulation, it's maxed out up, 16 down, 1.5 to 2, depending on, you know, me, myself. One of the things I wanted to bring up is, before we were talking about like scope shadow, making sure your head is good and stuff like that in one of the previous videos. And when I was trying to take a picture of the reticle so I can explain 16 down, 2 to the left, 1.5 to the left, which you will see right here. That's the reticle. Target's blowing all over the place. That's the reticle. And then I'm going to show you what we mean by scope shadow, okay? Because it's very difficult to get behind the scope with the camera, at least with the phone, and get a good clear picture. So I did get a lot of them that did have scope shadow, and that way you guys can understand what we are talking about when we talk about scope shadow. So here's some of those images right now. All right, so you guys seen some of the images. Now, when you start seeing that black shadow come in, that's what we're talking about, scope shadow, okay? So that's pretty much all we have right now, except to start testing it out. I want to see if it can give me an emulation of like 50 yards, 100 yards, and then see if those are true, because that'll be a little bit easier to start with. And then if that's totally off, then we know at 300 it's totally off. So I'm going to throw that in. We'll see what it spits out. Of course, I'll bring it to you guys. You guys will be able to see it. Probably not next week, because we got something special that we're going to be working with and testing out for you guys to let you know, is it worth it? Because it is supposed to be a great training tool. So we might skip next week for this project 0 to 300. And we will get into that emulation targets on the following weeks.
What's going on, Mayhem Mafia? I'm always trying to present great companies that you can go to that support 2A community and veterans, and YouTube keeps taking me down because I give you the actual link. So instead, you're going to do a Google search, because I know you know how. And the first great company that we're going to be talking about is Brownells. Brownells is a great place to go, lots of selection, great customer service, and that's why I get all my gas, glass, and brass from Brownells. Other company that you're going to Google search is the best gun oil on the market. If you don't know, you're wrong, and that's going to be Cleanse Oil. This is their new synthetic blend. I love it. It works very well. They have carbon killer that works exceptionally well. Great product, great customer service. They're all for the veterans because they're owned by a veteran. So go ahead and give them a Google search, and we'll get right back to the video.
Let me know, hey guys, are you guys going to be at goals this year? It's at the end of July, beginning of August. There you go. Come on, get it together. If any of you all are going to be there, go ahead and post down below. I'll be there, but I'll be doing some work with Mantis, so hope to see you guys there. We'll be talking about Mantis next week, and like I said, the following week we will get those emulation targets for 50 and 100 yards and see if this thing's even close. With that said, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you being here. Till next time, we'll see you. I'm out.